Let me say it straight. If you have been making dua but you still feel stuck, it's not because Allah isn't listening. It's because deep down you haven't been really showing up like your dua is on its way. You have been playing small. You have been making dua sporadically. And the truth is, you can't keep begging for change while still clinging on to the same habits, the same doubts, the same fears, and the same timeline that you created. Because the Prophet ﷺ, he said in Hadith Qudsi, I am as my servants think of me. And Allah said that. And if your thoughts are filled with fear, delay, doubt, and Allah not maybe answering your dua, then of course your dua feels heavy. Then of course your vision feels far away. And of course your dream life feels like it is actually for somebody else. But what if you flipped it? What if you actually expected khair of Allah? What if you believed in the impossible and became a little bit delulu, not because of you, but because of who you are asking? And that's where it actually all starts. It doesn't start with energy, vibes, or crystal, stones, but with how you think about your Lord. It's about dua. It's about discipline and dhikr. So let's talk about what it really means to manifest a Muslim way. You want to have that dream life, then make dua like your life depends on it. Dua is not just a backup. It's not a just in case. It's how believers create reality with intention, with clarity and yaqeen. So stop making these soft, unsure duas like, Ya Allah, help me somehow. Start praying with certainty and ask Allah, open up the impossible doors, Ya Allah. Heal what doctors can't see. Grant me ease, peace, barakah, and success in both worlds. This is, of course, also a very general one. You have to be very specific. What is it that you want? How does your dream life look like? That's very individualistic for everybody. But how are you envisioning your life? And every time your old voice whispers, what if it doesn't happen for me? What if it's not in my qadr? Then respond to yourself, what happens if it does happen? What if it does happen? Because Allah is as I expect him to be. Like, your mindset needs to be, Allah wants the best for me, and Allah is how I imagine him to be. So keep repeating your duas, because it's not desperation, it's actually a sign of faith. Repeat those duas in tahajjud, in fajr, in every prayer when you're in sujood. Make this your habit for the next 6 months, because you're building your faith up by reminding your heart that it is possible. Make this same dua 1,000, 1,000,000 times, literally, not because you don't trust Allah, but because you do. And every repetition, every dua that you repeat is a signal. I still believe, I still expect good, I still think highly of Allah, because he promised, call upon me and I will respond. This needs to be your mindset every time. Allah is listening and he wants the best for me. Lucky girl syndrome, because literally that's what it means to be a Muslim. And also, you can't be asking for something and you're not preparing for it. Come on, this is part where we don't like to hear, but we need to hear this. You're asking for a spouse, but are you actually becoming the person that you would want to marry? You're asking to be a 6-figure business owner, but are you showing up like a CEO in the unseen? This is where the story of Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu just hits different. He asked the Prophet ﷺ if he could accompany him to Medina when they were doing hijrah. And the Prophet ﷺ said to him, no, not yet, just be patient. Because he was trusting Allah so much that he was like, listen, I want to accompany the Prophet. I want to accompany the Prophet. He said, wait patiently. What does that even mean? But subhanAllah, what did he do? He didn't just, sit back and relax and be like, if it happens, it happens. But he prepared 2 camels. He fed them. He got them ready. So subhanAllah, when the Prophet ﷺ finally knocked on his door in the middle of the night and he said, Abu Bakr, let's go. I got the revelation. Abu Bakr didn't panic or he wasn't shocked because he was ready. He said, let's go. Camels are ready. SubhanAllah, that's what it looks like to trust Allah enough to build a life it could walk into. So your movement matters. When you're waiting for that dua, subhanAllah, prepare for it. Your preparation is proof that you think something good is coming. And if you knew Allah was working on your dua, how could you act right now? Ask that yourself. Do that. Live like he's already clearing the path, because he is. So stop waiting and until that dua comes. You know how many people I hear, when I get married, I'll travel. I will, be happy when I finish my university. I will, when I finally move out, my life will start. I will heal when, everything starts. No. You're postponing a life that Allah already wants for you right now, as you kind of start showing up for the version of you that you were asking for in your du'as. Make your space feel peaceful. Start working on your dream life right now. Be that person. Get dressed, cook with love, romanticize the reality that you already have, and live like somebody who thinks well of Allah today, not someday, not when that thing happened. Trust me, that's how you will inshallah attract your dua much faster, when you start living like it's already there. SubhanAllah, one of the ways, to kind of bring barakah into your life and that dream life is a dhikr. Like the modern world kind of tells you to meditate, to center yourself, but you and I, we have La ilaha illallah, we have astaghfirullah, we have hasbiyallah wa ni'mal wakil. Dhikr isn't just, something that we do like after prayer. It is, subhanallah, so neurological. It's how you shift out of fear and back into faith. What does Allah say in the Quran? Remember me and I will remember you. And the hearts find ease when they remember Allah. You want to manifest calm and peace, all the foundation that is actually of your dream life. Start whispering the names of Allah who created calm. Say your mornings and the evening adhkars. These are like must. Don't ever leave the house without it, because they're a shield, your spiritual armor for your heart, because the Prophet ﷺ, he said, whoever recites them is protected from harm until evening. SubhanAllah, honestly, my life has dramatically changed when I made it like a habit to never leave the house without adhkar. And if you are skipping that and you're wondering why you feel like chaos and you feel like this, then honestly, sis, you're listening to this, it's your sign. Start reading your morning adhkar. Like must. Also, you're not asking for too much. You're asking too small. The Prophet ﷺ said, when you ask for al-firdaus, like the highest of Allah. So why are you editing your dreams down? Why are you're not being humble by kind of making your dua smaller? You're just forgetting who you're talking to. Allah is Al-Kareem, the most generous, the giver of gifts. So act like it. Your vision, your dream life, everything is not too much for Allah, subhanallah. Your trust has just been too small, and you need to really tell that to yourself whenever you're like, that's crazy, I shouldn't be asking Allah for so much, because some people are subhanallah, going through this and that. When money is in the hands of righteous people, this is what we need. We don't need subhanallah, our hands to be the one that are begging, but we need to be the ones who are giving. So ask for that dream life of yours, but also don't forget your intention, why you're doing it. SubhanAllah, are you doing it for your ego, or are you doing that, to have an impact on humanity? Think about those things. SubhanAllah, some people, they say, I shouldn't be asking for that. I shouldn't be asking for this. And maybe I shouldn't, but SubhanAllah, you have been having these thoughts for a year and still you're postponing it. Ask yourself, SubhanAllah, if this is something that Allah has planted in your heart, then you must go after it. That thing that you secretly, kind of wishing for, it's just not random. It's a sign. It's Allah has placed it in your heart. Then if He did that, subhanAllah, it's worth praying for it. Don't you think it's worth making dua for it? Even if it feels delayed, even if people tell you it's unrealistic, even if you can't see the how yet, because you don't need to see the path, subhanAllah. You just need to know who is paving it. So remember always, I need to keep making dua, even if it's still not there. It's fine, it'll get there, but I just need to really be determined on this. And of course, the rizq that you are praying for isn't coming to your door just like that. It's coming through, your obedience, your habits, your quiet discipline. SubhanAllah, even Maryam alayhi salam, she had to shade the tree before the fruit fell. And dua doesn't just mean that you sit and hope. Dua means that you move like it's already written. I just want you to remember that you're closer than you think you are. And some of you are right now on the edge of something really great, and you're about to walk into a reality. You cried for months and years, subhanAllah. So don't self-sabotage because it's like taking too long. Hold the line, baby girl. Make dua like it's guaranteed. Live like it's unfolding and trust Allah like you say you do. Here comes the part that kind of takes the most trust. It's to let go of the how, of the when, and make your dua. Take your steps, then surrender the rest. Allah's wait isn't a punishment, it's protection or redirection. Allah reminds us in Surah Al-Baqarah, you may dislike something while it's good for you, and you like something while it's bad for you. Allah knows and you do not know. So say, Ya Allah, if it's written for me, make it easy for me. And if it's not, remove it gently for me and fill the space with something better. It's a really beautiful dua, subhanAllah. And this is the surrender and that we always talk about in Islam. This is not kind of like passive waiting, it's active trusting. So you're not waiting, you're being prepared. Always remember that. And you're not stuck, you're not behind, you're not forgotten. SubhanAllah, you're just in that sacred space between dua and qadr. And the life that you're dreaming of, it's not too late, it's not too far, it's not too much. It's just waiting for you to really believe that it's possible, because Allah already knows that it is. So affirm with me. You know me, I love affirmations. So say it with me. I don't chase, I align, I ask, and I trust. My dream life is on the way because I made dua for it. I am allowed to ask for big things because I worship a big God. I will stop delaying my joy and I will start living like the woman I prayed to become. Dua is not my last resort, it's my first power move. Allah is as I think of Him, and I think He's already working on something beautiful for me. Comment, I'm living in my dua era below if you've resonated. And if you're ready to align your actions with your dua, make sure to grab the Dream Dua Do Journal. It's your personal space to build faith, discipline, and a vision with Allah at the center. Because you're not manifesting, Allah is manifesting, inshallah. And you're being carried by the one who never forgets. And Allah is closer than your fears. He's closer than your goals, and He's closer than your timeline. Thank you so much for listening, and make sure that you subscribe. Inshallah, I'll see you in the next video. Assalamu alaikum.